nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So communication. Communication is essential for e-learning, as you all know. So not only is effective communication important when we are getting information out to you, but we also need to make sure that you are communicating effectively with us too. If you need support, let us know. So you have to email your teachers. This is a practice that's going to help you as an adult. All right. If you have questions, if you don't want to ask something in class, email your teachers. And also it's important to check your email daily. All right. This is Mr. Clark taking his own advice. I need to check my email as well daily so I can make sure I stay up on all of the tasks that I need to complete. Google Classroom, you can communicate through Google Classroom and send messages. Also, Blooms. Blooms is something that your families are using, but please encourage that your families are using Blooms. If your mom or grandma or your family member isn't using Blooms, please talk to them. That's a way that you can make sure that your family is communicating and getting information from the school. All right. And lastly, stop it. There may be things that are taking place on campus that you want us to know, but you want it to be anonymous, which means you don't want anybody else to know that you're telling us. So keep in mind of that. You can use stop it to let us know inappropriate things that are going on with technology, campus, or if somebody needs some support or one of your friends isn't feeling good, then you can let us know so we can be there for them, okay? Campus safety, this is important. We still are requiring masks on our campus. Every family, every student signed a contract that stated that they will be wearing masks on our campus. We know that when you wear masks, that we can remain safer. So we want to continue to do that. And we will continue to wear masks unless you hear that specifically from Mr. Clark. Okay, so except for when you're outside on the picnic tables like I'm currently doing, or at lunch, or at PE, or taking a break, we need you to have a mask. Your teachers will give you mask breaks. Just make sure you ask. Hand sanitizer and washing your hands. When you're coming into class, use some sanitizer, and when you're leaving, or wash your hands. We know that these things work, all right? Social distancing. We wanna make sure if we're not in an area where we have a mask on, well, anywhere you go, you wanna make sure you're socially distancing, whether you have a mask on or not, and just do your very best to do so. Even with more kids on campus, we still have to do our best to socially distance in areas that is possible. And probably the most important thing is if you're not feeling good, stay home, right? We've created a system to where you can still be effective in your classrooms when you're staying home. You have access to all of your classes and your teachers with that iPad. So make sure you stay home when you're not feeling well, or you feel something coming on, going to stay home, communicate with teachers, and we'll make sure you don't miss a beat in class. And lastly, if you see something, say something. We can't forget that we have to keep our campuses safe and not just wearing masks, but making sure kids aren't saying inappropriate things. There's no such thing as a threat that's a joke. I'll repeat that. There's no such thing as a threat that's a joke. So we take all threats seriously. Make sure you're not saying anything or watching anything inappropriate that could have you in my office or talk to the deputy, okay? And this is serious. Leadership, all of you are leaders. We expect you to lead from the inside out and to lead by example, inside and outside of the classroom. So do your best inside and outside of class, do the right thing, even when nobody's watching. We want you to be the change that you wanna see. Change starts from within. It starts with me. And whenever I make these personal changes, then people will see me be better, and they too will be better. That's what leading by example is. 7 habits, we all know what those are, and we want to exhibit those on campus and at home. And lastly, the golden rule. We want to treat others the way that we want to be treated. That's not only students, but staff as well. Lastly, last slide, I promise, school details. So for drop-off, starts at 7:45 and school starts at 8:15. So if you get here a little early at 7:45, we prefer you get here a little later, but if you get here at 7:45, you'll come on in and you're just gonna hang out in front of your iLead or your first period class. We have benches out there that you'll be able to sit out there until your teacher gets there and you can go into class. For breakfast, you can grab and go breakfast. So we're not eating breakfast in the cafeteria, but you can get your breakfast and take it back to your class to eat. And something I'm very excited about, and thank you to the cafeteria for pushing for this. Breakfast and lunch is free for all of our students. I repeat that. Breakfast and lunch is free for all students. So breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Go and grab some breakfast and you'll have it to eat. Even if you already ate breakfast at home, if you're still hungry, come in and get some breakfast, and lunch is free too. Even if you brought your lunch from home, you can go into our cafeteria and get a nice, balanced, healthy meal. And we thank them so much for pushing for that for our students. We think that's going to help you do better academically. And class starts at 8:15, school ends at 3:15. We use an app called Safe Dismissal. At the end of the day, you look up at the screen, the TV screen, and you'll see your name pop up, and that's how you'll know when your car's outside to pick you up, and then you're going to go out to the car loop, or it's going to also release you for buses and for walkers. And lastly, sports. Sports will begin in second quarter. We canceled all sports for first quarter just to make sure, you know, we had our routines and we were able to have a safe campus. I think slowly but surely we will start allowing some of these activities, but we have to make sure we maintain safety protocols, and we're taking all those precautions. Okay, soccer and cross country start second quarter. You'll be hearing more about this. Please speak to Miss T if you're interested, or you have a family member that wants to coach. All right, so that's it for me. Sorry for the long message, but I just had so many things that I wanted to talk to you about. Hopefully, if you don't get a chance to see this on Thursday, you can see it on Friday or over the weekend before Tuesday, which will be the first day of second quarter. And of course, we want to begin second quarter with the end of second quarter in mind. Complete all of your assignments from the beginning of the quarter. Then you don't have to run around like a chicken with your head cut off. Sorry, paraphrase something my dad would say. You don't have to do that at the end of the quarter to get all of your assignments in. Thank you to all of our teachers for working with our students to accept late assignments and get some of these grades in. You are greatly appreciated, more than you know. I hear from our students and our families, and they appreciate you very much. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here at RMA. You, all of you, is what makes us special and sets us apart. And we will see you pretty soon on the other side of second quarter. And this is going to be a great quarter, and we will have a great year with all of you doing your very best inside and outside the classroom. Have a good day. See you later. Please contact administration with any questions. Thank you.